Well, so many of my plays have been really homages to great actresses of the past, and so I would like to sing for you I guess really the ultimate song about actresses by Stephen Sondheim from Follies. Good times and bum times, I've seen them all, and my dear, I'm still here. Plush velvet sometimes there's pretzels and beer, but I'm here. I stuffed the dailies in my shoes, strummed ukuleles, sung the blues, seen all my dreams disappear. But John, could you wait 1 second? I've been very lucky that I've actually met a number of the great ladies from the golden age of Hollywood. Claudette Colbert. I met her at a party on Fire Island, and she was well into her 80s and so glamorous. And I remember she said to me that she'd recently been recognized by a woman on the street and at the airport, and this woman said, "Oh, Miss Colbert, this is such a thrill. I wish my husband was here. He loves trivia. I've gotten through Herbert and J. Edgar Hoover. Gee, that was fun and a half. When you've been through Herbert and J. Edgar Hoover, anything else is left." One second here. Claire Trevor, the great star of film noir. Oh my gosh. Well, she came to a show of mine, and we went out for dinner afterwards, and I asked her, I said, "Claire, were there any roles that you just really wanted to play that you didn't get?" And she said, "Honey, when did I ever get a part I wanted? I was typecast as a dame with a cigarette in one hand and a drink in the other." At that point, she had a cigarette in one hand and a drink in the other. Black Sabre one day, next day it goes into hock, but I'm here. Top billing Monday, Tuesday you're touring in stock, but I'm here. First, you're another slow-eyed vamp, then someone's mother, then your camp, then you career from career to career. I'm halfway through my memoirs, and I'm here. One more thing, Jono. A few years ago, I was invited to the TCM Film Festival in LA, and I was introduced to Kim Novak. And oh my gosh, she's so hypnotic and very, I would say, cosmic. And I was going through one of my periodic midlife crises, and she picked up on it immediately, and she cupped my face in her hand, and she said, "I can sense your trapped radiant spirit. We need to protect our vulnerability. I took a lot of shit from Columbia, and I'm not taking any more shit today. I've gotten through, hey lady, aren't you? Who's this? Wow, what a looker you were. Or better yet, sorry, thought you were who's this? Whatever happened to her?" One more thing. Does the name Iris Adrian mean anything to anyone here? Yeah, oh, I'm so glad. Well, for those of you who aren't familiar, Iris Adrian was this cute little blonde dumpling, and she was in about 300 movies from 1929 to Disney films in the 70s. And she was like the third blonde in the movie. Joan Blondell would have been the second blonde. Iris was the fourth blonde, maybe. And, we were doing Vampire Lesbians of Sodom in LA, and a friend of hers brought her to the show, and she came backstage afterwards, and I carried on like she was Garbo. And she said, "Honey, you didn't make my day, you made my life." And she'd worked with everybody. So I asked her, I said, what was it like working with Joan Crawford in the movie Flamingo Road? Was she sort of, difficult? And Iris said, "Kid, you gotta love an actress." And so what about, when you were in the movie Roxy Hart with Ginger Rogers, you played Two Gun Gertie. She was, I hear kind of tricky. "Kid, you gotta love an actress." I said, what about Betty Hutton in the movie The Stork Club? I read that she insisted that you wear a black wig so that she'd be the only blonde in the movie. Iris said, kid, you gotta love an actress. Good times and bum times, I've seen them all, and my dear, still here. Plush velvet sometimes, sometimes just pretzels and beer. But I'm here. I've run the gamut, A to Z. 3 cheers, damn it, c'est la vie. I got through all of last year, and I'm here. Lord knows at least I've been there, and I'm here. Look who's here. I'm still here. Thank you. Oh my. Well, I do have one more little song I'd like to do to you that well, sort of shows the other side of my musical personality. And a couple of years ago, I was asked to participate in a tribute to Joni Mitchell. I thought, what am I doing here? But I was so relieved that they gave me her signature song, Both Sides Now. And of course, I was familiar with the song, but I kind of thought it was mostly just a beautiful list of Big Sur imagery, and it's so much more than that. And it's a song that, well, it speaks to us at really every stage in our life. I think so. So should we take a crack at it? Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air, feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just, well, another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let it show. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud, just say I love you right out loud. Schemes and dreams and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow. It's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life. I really don't know life. At all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you.